What if one of the most normal things in your kitchen, something you pour every single day, isn't what you think it is? Go grab your soy sauce, the same bottle you've been using on rice, in stir fries, as a marinade, maybe for months without ever reading the label. Here's the problem. Real soy sauce is a slow fermented food made from just 4 ingredients: soybeans, wheat, water, and salt, developed over months through natural fermentation. But most major brands don't make it that way anymore. What you're getting is a chemically accelerated version, built from hydrolyzed soy protein, synthetic flavor enhancers, and caramel color that can contain 4-methyl-imidazole, a compound linked to cancer concerns. And the sodium? It can exceed 1,300 milligrams in just 1 tablespoon. This isn't just a condiment, it's a daily exposure hiding in plain sight. Brand 1. Choy soy sauce. Choy, owned by Conagra Brands, is one of the most widely sold soy sauce products in American grocery stores, but it departs sharply from traditional fermentation. Instead of brewing, it relies on hydrolyzed soy protein, where soybeans are broken down using hydrochloric acid. This chemical shortcut is faster and cheaper, but it produces a fundamentally different product. Real soy sauce develops complex flavor compounds over months of natural fermentation. Acid hydrolysis creates a simplified base that must be rebuilt with additives like caramel color, corn syrup, and sodium benzate for taste, appearance, and shelf stability. Reviews, including coverage by Tasting Table, have highlighted it as a benchmark example of chemically produced soy sauce. The sodium content is also high, over 1,160 milligrams per tablespoon, making a small daily habit quickly add up nutritionally. Brand 2. Kroger store brand soy sauce. Kroger's standard soy sauce, sold across its stores and regional private labels, is a clear example of a chemically produced formulation rather than traditionally brewed sauce. The ingredient list identified in reviews includes hydrolyzed soy protein, dextrose, and caramel color, a combination often used to replicate the taste and appearance of fermentation without the actual brewing process. Instead of months of natural fermentation, the base is created through acid hydrolysis, which produces a faster but less complex flavor profile. According to a 2025 review by Tasting Table, this method can introduce bitter, chemical-like undertones compared to traditionally fermented soy sauce. Sodium levels are also notably high, reaching around 1,340 milligrams per tablespoon. Another 2025 ranking from the Daily Meal highlighted these same markers as indicators of chemically produced soy sauce. Kroger does sell brewed versions, but the standard bottle is what most shoppers pick up. Brand 3. Aloha soy sauce. Aloha Shoyu is a Hawaii brewed soy sauce with strong regional reputation, and the Daily Meal has previously praised its distinctive flavor profile. However, its ingredient list includes caramel color, sodium benzoate, and potassium sorbate, a preservative system commonly used for shelf stability in processed foods. Sodium benzoate has been studied for potential benzene formation under certain conditions when combined with vitamin C in acidic environments, which is why regulators like the FDA have monitored its use in beverages. The caramel coloring used in some soy sauces may contain 4-methyl-imidazole, 4-MEI, a compound evaluated by the WHO and listed under California Proposition 65 guidelines due to cancer risk concerns at high exposure levels. These factors don't mean immediate harm, but they highlight how some commercial soy sauces rely on additive systems to replace traditional long fermentation processes and achieve consistent color, taste, and shelf life. Brand 4. Kikkoman regular soy sauce, standard bottle. Kikkoman standard soy sauce, the familiar red-capped bottle, is one of the few widely distributed options that is genuinely traditionally brewed. Produced through natural fermentation of soybeans, wheat, salt, and water, it develops its flavor over months, creating the classic umami profile consumers recognize. However, even a traditionally brewed product still comes with nutritional considerations. A verified serving contains around 920 milligrams of sodium per tablespoon, which adds up quickly in everyday cooking. Using just 2 tablespoons in a meal can contribute over 1,800 milligrams of sodium, close to the American Heart Association's recommended daily limit before any other food is considered. The standard formula also includes sodium benzoate as a preservative in some regional versions, according to Kikkoman Corporation product listings. While the fermentation process is authentic, the main concerns remain sodium density and formulation differences across product lines, including reduced sodium alternatives offered by the brand. Brand 5. Generic store brand and budget soy sauces. Walmart Great Value, generic Asian aisle bottles. Low-cost soy sauces sold under labels like Great Value and other private store brands are typically produced using the same industrial methods seen in the Choy and other budget formulations. These products rarely disclose a specific manufacturer, brewing method, or fermentation timeline on the label. Independent testing reported by organizations such as the Consumer Council has raised concerns about variability in quality across budget soy sauces, including traces of heavy metals in some samples and elevated levels of 4-MEI in caramel coloring. Sodium content can also be extremely high in low-cost versions, sometimes reaching several thousand milligrams per 100 milliliters. Safe Brand 1. Kikkoman Less Sodium Soy Sauce, No Preservatives version. Kikkoman's less sodium, no preservatives added soy sauce is a reformulated version of its traditionally brewed product, designed to address both sodium load and additive concerns, alcohol, vinegar, and lactic acid, with no sodium benzoate or caramel color. This preserves the authentic brewed profile while removing common preservative systems found in some versions. Sodium content is about 37% lower than the regular formulation, making it a lighter option for frequent use. According to Kikkoman Corporation, this line is positioned as a mainstream alternative for consumers seeking traditional fermentation with reduced sodium exposure. Safe Brand 2. Sanjay Tamari Organic Soy Sauce, gluten-free. Sanjay Tamari, produced by Sanjay International Inc. in Richmond, Virginia, is positioned as one of the cleanest mainstream soy sauce options available in U.S. retail. It is made through traditional fermentation using 100% soybeans, making it naturally gluten-free and distinct from wheat-based soy sauces. Because Tamari fermentation relies primarily on soybeans, it develops a deeper umami profile, often meaning less is needed per dish compared to conventional soy sauce. Widely available at major retailers, it represents a minimal additive alternative in a category often defined by industrial processing and flavor reconstruction. If you're rethinking what's on your table, this is where many people start. Stay tuned. Next, we break down cooking oils and what independent testing actually reveals.